You know, before horror got all serious and slick and elevated, we had good old-fashioned creature features. These were the movies that were full of rubber monsters, goo, gore, and glorious chaos. They were practical effects playgrounds, but a lot of them slipped through the cracks at the old VHS rental stores. So tonight, we are going to count down 10 of the best creature features that you might have missed. So pop that tape in. I got you. Let's go do this.
Thrill me. Thrill me. Thrill me. Thrill me.
Detective, thrill me.
All right, so creature features. I love this subgenre of horror. I love the practical effects. So we're gonna get into 10 that you might have missed, which means we're gonna leave stuff like The Thing out of the discussion on this one. Everybody knows about that one. It is great. So we're gonna check out 10 that kind of flew under the radar, but have great physical media 4K releases and restorations, and I'm going to let you know where you can find those and check them out on streaming if you'd like to try before you buy, because it is the time of year for creature features. So let's jump right into the list with number 10. We're going back to 1981 with Roger Corman's low-budget version of Alien, Galaxy of Terror.
Galaxy of Terror.
Imagine if Corman had no budget and they told him to make Alien. That's kind of what you get with Galaxy of Terror, and it's kind of where James Cameron, oddly enough, who did Aliens, cut his teeth, because both him and Bill Paxton worked behind the scenes on this movie. He was like a second unit director, actually filmed a lot of this stuff. Galaxy of Terror is pure nightmare fuel, B-movie goodness. It sends a rescue team to a mysterious planet where they are hunted down by physical manifestations of their worst fears. So because of that, it is dripping with all this sci-fi foreboding atmosphere. The behind-the-scenes crew, like I mentioned, was James Cameron, but Bill Paxton right there with him. This one has a lot of claustrophobic feel to it. It also has some very exploitation style scenes in this movie with the alien and a woman. I'm just going to say that. The special effects, the practical effects were absolutely awesome. It was early 80s space horror madness, and it is a must for creature feature fans, sci-fi horror fans, Corman fans. Galaxy of Terror, a great 4K here by Scream Factory. Check it out. It's first up on our list. All right, coming in next, enough is never enough of the stuff. That was the tagline for 1985's The Stuff, and a warning, sort of, because The Stuff is about a mysterious white goo that becomes a dessert that sweeps the nation. This stuff just bubbles right out of the ground and everybody decides, let's eat it. But it secretly eats you from the inside. So Larry Cohen blends body horror in this and creature kind of concept with razor sharp consumerism satire. This is on par with Paul Verhoeven of RoboCop and Starship Troopers of his level of satire. You have a snack food that's literally turning you into a monster. It's gooey, it's fun, it leaves you kind of like side-eyeing some of your food, especially marshmallow fluff. You may never touch that again. But The Stuff is so much fun. Recently got a full restoration here on 4K from Arrow Video with multiple versions of the film. High recommend, a fun time and a great creature feature. Enough is never enough of The Stuff. Now, kind of staying with gelatinous goo that will eat you, we have to go to a remake, and I am talking 1988's The Blob. Now, The Blob is one of the few remakes that I actually think is better than the original, and it does so by having great practical effects in this. Chuck Russell's The Blob is a acid kind of dripping Pepto-Bismol monster that is devouring small town America. You basically have a meteor that crashes into this small town, and you have this creature there that is this blob that tries to consume the town. The practical effects are incredible. I still struggle to understand how they did some of the stuff with the materials that they used. People melt, they dissolve, they get sucked down drains. It's fast-paced. It's kind of punky. It's a perfect example of why 80s horror and creature features were so much fun. You've got Shawnee Smith and Kevin Dillon in this movie. They're a lot of fun. A little appearance by my man Bill Moseley in this film. The Blob, a high recommend and a great 4K here by Scream Factory. I have the Steelbook. It is a high recommend, must watch. The Blob. Double feature it with the original and you're going to have a monster of a good time. It comes in at number 8. All right, next up on our list, we go to Roger Corman again with another one of his B-movie creature feature classics, Forbidden World. Now, some people like this better than Galaxy of Terror. It's higher on this list. I don't have them strictly ranked. They're all so much fun. But this one is a sci-fi horror nightmare. Forbidden World also kind of takes place on a remote research base where a genetic experiment mutates into a flesh-ripping killing machine. It's cheap, it's super sleazy, and gloriously gory. I mean, it has all that B-movie gore. It actually reuses a lot of sets from Galaxy of Terror. They just basically shot another movie using a lot of those sets that have incredible DIY imagination. I mean, they have McDonald's styrofoam containers outlining the halls, painted to look like pads. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. That makes it so much fun to dive into. This one actually looks like it could have been, the way it's all set up, like the cover of an 80s heavy metal album. But if you like horror, you like creature features, you like sci-fi, this one is wet and wild. It is for you. It is a lot of fun. Corman never shied away from the creatures and the sleaze. You get a double dose here with Forbidden World. Has to be on the list. It comes in at number 7. All right, at number 6 on this list, Rowdy Roddy Piper's got bubblegum, he's got attitude, and now he has frogs to fight with Hell Comes to Frogtown.
I don't know how to thank you for helping us.
I do.
Right back.
I gotta tell you, you are one weird dude.
Now, this is the only film that doesn't have a 4K release to my knowledge. This one was restored to Blu-ray by Vinegar Syndrome. The previous film was also Forbidden World, a Scream Factory 4K release. This is Vinegar Syndrome, and it is unfortunately out of print, so I will let you know where you can watch it. It is available on Tubi as I record this. But this one, not strictly horror. This one is sort of a part horror, part grindhouse, part cartoon, part sci-fi, part action film thing. But it is 100% a creature feature because this post-apocalyptic setting that it's in puts Rowdy Roddy Piper as one of the last fertile men on Earth, and he is kind of shanghaied into working for the government to further the human species. So his job is to procreate. Tough job, but someone's got to do it. But they have to rescue the fertile women from Frogtown. And the Frogtown people are literally that. They are frogs. They are mutant frog people. And man, some of the costuming in here is absolutely unforgettable. The frogs, their mask, the whole body suits, the way they move, it is 100% creature feature, B-movie, action, goodness. Hell Comes to Frogtown has everything you want and then some. It is a high recommend. You can check it out on Tubi right now, and then you can hunt down the out-of-print Blu-ray because you're going to want to relive this one as much as possible. Hell Comes to Frogtown comes into number 6 on our list. Now, number 5 on this list is a movie that a lot of big-time horror fans have probably seen, but a lot of casual horror fans and just casual film fans have often missed, at least in my experience, have missed 1988's Pumpkinhead. Now, if you're a big horror fan, a creature feature fan, you're like, how did they miss Pumpkinhead? I hear it all the time. People haven't heard of Pumpkinhead. Summoned by vengeance, born of the Pumpkinhead creature, it is one of the most beautiful designed monsters of the 80s. Stan Winston, famous, legendary special effects guy, actually directed this. It's eerie, it's tragic, it has a super, like, almost folktale, misty, southern gothic atmosphere to it. A man loses his son and goes for help. He conjures the Pumpkinhead demon to exact revenge. This one kind of hits your heart and your nerves equally, but the creature design is just top notch, and it deserves way more love than it gets. Pumpkinhead, a great 4K, once again by Scream Factory here. A super high recommend. It comes in at number 5. Now, the next one, we're going back to 1981 for one that a lot of people haven't heard of, and when they do hear of it, they laugh at the name of the Boogens. Creepy name, creepy, funny critters. The Boogens is kind of a classic of something is in the mines horror. As a group of workers reopen an abandoned Colorado silver mine and accidentally unleash ancient, kind of tentacled, kind of turtle-looking funky creatures. It is a low-budget sort of regional horror film, fun practical effects, a creeping sort of sense of dread, like what's going to happen, atmosphere to this. Is perfect for fans who like small town sort of feeling, cozy horror where the darkness, kind of comes slithering up from underground. It catches a lot of grief because you don't really see the Boogens for a lot of the movie, but it is still 100% a creature feature, atmospheric. You have a 4K here by Kino Lorber, not the best 4K that I've ever seen in my life, but still the best this film has ever looked by far. It is a fun, little, cozy ride that you can put on. It's snowing outside in the movie. It kind of gives you these vibes, and then bam, you get some creatures here. The Boogens comes in at number 4. Now we are at the top 3, and I'm going to say that number 2 and number 3 on this list actually inspired this list because they were talked about on another video I did several weeks ago. And the amount of people who have never heard of these two movies, one of them I've mentioned a couple of times, but both of these movies kind of surprised me. So I wanted to highlight them on a list like this so that maybe more people would see them. And the first on this list is 1983's The Keep, checking in here at number 3. Now, this one's kind of a total curveball in the creature feature movie canon, but Michael Mann's The Keep is like a gothic nightmare, a sort of cosmic horror painted in 80s neon, sort of. Nazis occupy a remote Romanian fortress and accidentally awaken an ancient supernatural evil. The visuals in this movie are surreal. You've got the Tangerine Dream score in this that's very haunting, and the whole thing feels like a fever dream, a cosmic horror craziness. But the production was famously troubled. The movie was heavily cut. It was supposed to be over 3 hours long. It ends up only being around a 95-minute cut. But what is left is hypnotic, eerie, and unforgettable. It has a beautiful 4K restoration here by Vinegar Syndrome. Now, this box set version is out of print. You can still get the standard version, I believe, on Amazon right now, without the slipcover, and there is a new release of it by Imprint. This one's definitely worth your time to track down. It's harder to find on streaming. I'll see if I can link that down here if it exists out there. This went over 30 years without a physical media release. Totally worth it. The Keep comes in at number 3. Now, number 2 is the other one on this list that kind of inspired this list. I talk about it all the time because I love this movie, and this is one of the best 4K restoration jobs I've ever seen from Scream Factory. This is Roger Corman again with 1980s Humanoids from the Deep. I talk about this one frequently because this may be my favorite Corman-involved movie. You have a small fishing town with a big, slimy problem. You have humanoid creatures from the ocean in rubbery masks and full-body costumes designed by The Thing's Rob Bottin before he did The Thing, which is why they still look incredible today. They still hold up to this 4K restoration. This movie just kind of keeps getting bigger and bigger as these creatures come from the ocean in order to reproduce and breed with the women, so they're not just there to eat and move on. Produced by Roger Corman, he's got his signature drive-in sleaze on this, part exploitation shocker, full of horror, full of monster attacks. It even has a big fair, carnival, seaside scene. I love this movie. Small town paranoia, splattery effects, absolute grindhouse creature feature fun, and an incredible 4K. Humanoids from the Deep comes in at number 2. And that just leaves number 1 on our list from 1986, a fun time favorite of mine, Thrill Me, Night of the Creeps. Alien slugs crash to Earth, crawl into people's mouths, and then turn them into reanimated zombie hosts, and only a grizzled cop, played by Tom Atkins, of course it's Tom Atkins, can save the day. Night of the Creeps is the ultimate 80s monster mash, sci-fi zombies, slashers, frat house comedy, snappy one-liners. It's stylish, funny, absolutely packed with practical effects, mayhem, and of course Atkins delivering his immortal line, "Thrill me." This movie is everything we love about 80s creature features crammed into one gooey package. If you've never seen it, the 4K from Scream Factory is outstanding. I cannot recommend Night of the Creeps enough. Thrill Me. It comes in at number 1 on our list. And there you have it. 10 awesome creature feature movies that slipped through the cracks that you might have missed, or maybe you just forgot about. They have outstanding physical media releases. They have availability to watch them on streaming so you can try before you buy, but I recommend adding these classics to your collection because that way you have creature features at your fingertips. And I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And if you enjoyed this and you want to help support the channel more, you can join at my Patreon link below. You're going to get special versions of videos just like this, uncensored. You're going to get special members only videos, and of course your name and lights on every single video, and everything goes back into the channel, and I appreciate it so much. I hope you hang out with us all spooky season and beyond. I love talking horror movies and sharing them with you. And until next time, be kind, rewind like always. This is Chase with AV Pop Culture, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.
I know.